Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech. Have you ever felt like the world of tech is accelerating and retreating at the exact same time? It's like it's pulling us in two opposite directions. Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down that tension. We'll look at the massive AI arms race happening behind the scenes, the incredible creative tools it's giving us, the very human reaction against it all, how the big tech companies are trying to adapt, and finally, how you can navigate your way through it.
All right, let's dive right in with the huge behind-the-scenes power plays that are driving all this forward momentum.
You see, the AI war isn't just about software anymore, not by a long shot. The biggest names in tech are now in a battle over actual physical silicon. They're building their own hardware, because if you control the hardware, you control how AI gets made. The fight for dominance has literally moved from the cloud down to the factory floor.
And the scale of this, it's just mind-boggling. We're talking about $100 billion, and that's from just one single partnership, all to build out the physical power grid for the future of AI. That's how absolutely critical the hardware has become. So, this hardware race is creating two really distinct strategies. On one side, you've got OpenAI teaming up with Broadcom to design its own custom chips, perfectly tuned for its models. And then on the other side, you have Microsoft building its own competing AI models completely from scratch, like its new image generator. It is the classic build versus partner dilemma, just playing out on a massive global scale.
So what does this whole arms race actually mean for you? Well, it means all that incredible data center power is being funneled directly to your desktop in the form of some seriously powerful new creative tools.
And this isn't some hypothetical prompt. This is a real example from Google's Gemini AI. The model got this massive upgrade with a new image generator, and all of a sudden, complex creative editing is more accessible than it's ever been. You can pretty much direct your images like you're a movie producer now.
And this just shows you how incredibly versatile these tools are getting. You can do simple things like, add some dolphins to a vacation photo, or you can go all out and design custom playing cards for game, complete with stats. The barrier between your idea and actually creating it is just dissolving. But as AI gets more powerful and more integrated into our lives, a really strong counter movement is starting to grow. This is the other side of that whiplash effect we're talking about.
And this question is right at the heart of the tension that I think we're all feeling. While our tools get more intuitive and more human-like, a lot of people are starting to really question their own relationship with the digital world.
A campaign called Time to Refuse is pushing this idea of abstinence. And it's not just a digital detox for a weekend. It's a conscious, philosophical choice to opt out of platforms that are fundamentally built on addiction.
And here's a perfect example of this tension. At the exact same time people are trying to disconnect, OpenAI announced it's planning to relax ChatGPT's rules. They're saying new safety tools will let them safely relax the restrictions, paving the way for more intimate, human-like interactions, even allowing sexting between verified adults. So as one movement pushes for digital distance, a major AI company is pushing for way deeper digital intimacy.
Now, this push and pull forces even the biggest tech giants to constantly adjust their strategy. So let's take a look at how Apple is trying to navigate all this change from inside its carefully curated ecosystem.
In just the last week, we've seen Apple's balancing act firsthand. On one hand, they're kind of pulling back by simplifying branding and killing older apps like Clips. But at the same time, they're accelerating forward, right? We've got plans for AI-powered cameras and future AirPods. It's this constant shuffle, streamlining the present while building a more integrated, AI-powered future.
And despite all this turbulence, people are still leaning in. You can see it right here in the market data. Global smartphone shipments are actually growing, and Apple is locked in this neck-and-neck race with Samsung for the top spot. It just proves that the demand for these powerful devices isn't slowing down, even as the landscape shifts right under our feet.
So in this world of accelerating AI and human disconnection, how do you find your own balance? How do you stay in control? Let's look at a few ways to be more intentional with the tech that we all use every day. Okay, so a key part of staying in control is remembering that these platforms are also practical tools. For example, Meta just recently brought back local job listings to Facebook Marketplace. Finding your balance means consciously choosing to use these platforms for real benefits, like finding a job or connecting with your community, rather than letting their addictive designs use you.
Navigating this world also means protecting yourself from people who try to exploit it. Scammers just love to prey on our digital anxieties. In one real-world example, a scammer tried to create this false sense of urgency about some fraudulent purchases. But the person on the other end, they listened to their gut, they slowed the situation down, and they verified independently. By taking a moment to pull back, they stayed in control and protected their account.
And hey, staying in control sometimes just means taking charge of the hardware you already own. For instance, so many Windows 10 users can get a free, more secure upgrade to Windows 11, and often the only thing stopping them is a couple of security settings buried in the computer's BIOS. By making a few simple tweaks, you can empower yourself with a more modern and protected system.
So all this leaves us with a final thought. Technology is pulling us in so many directions at once. It's offering this incredible creative power, while at the same time, it's prompting this movement to disconnect. The choice of how to engage is more personal and, honestly, more important than ever. So, how will you choose to lean in or pull back? If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.